start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Topper! Shoot!
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10.
Here we go again.
Hill now to throw. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Look, squeeze. Ready?
Throwing again. Hill. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
First down, Browns.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Let's go. Hey, check.
Head up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Stay with your man.
They go with Chubb on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Check 24. Check
22 jet bomber.
Check 3.
Running for it. Here's Chubb.
Check 52.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, just bowling over tacklers. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Second down.
Got it! Boy, 58. 58 is Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. He's quick. He's checking quick.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 96 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Now! 5.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. The 20. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet, see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Slam! Pass!
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. That strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to catch. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. Let's go. Come on. Me and you. Slam.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Greystone, Travis.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try to run that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Shifts past him. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Let's go now. Come on. Touchdown. Come on. Go. Watch the pass.
This time Jackson will throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. A run for Nick Chubb. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A shotgun snap for Hill. On the move to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Set. 18 Gator. 6-6. Bullet high.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush it up.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Not today.
Now Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there. They will bring up a second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right. Let's go, B. Let's go.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go back to Grant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Undercrush, undercrush. Hunt, 64. Wait. Orbit. Yes.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. Check Mike, check Mike. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike. Here we go. 58.
Get it.
Throwing on second down. Hill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third.
You got trips, you got 3.
Here's Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here comes Peppers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Mike, 56.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
Check 4, check 4. 61. Match box. Right. Check 50, check 50.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Shift, watch the shift. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll try a run for him. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And a cutback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Corey Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on,
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players,
Ready.
and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's go now. 10-2 start. 61. Matchbox light. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
48.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check pass.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
On the ready. Hey, Haywood.
Rapid. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Too little, got that. Mike 48. Here we go.
Now.
On 2nd down, here's Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Hill is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, it's Grant. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. And even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check 31. Check.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Tucker with the extra point. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Look at me, Zipper, Leo, get.
From the gun, here's Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
You got nothing. Kill. Check 43.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. 58's the money.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 29 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Browns drive about to get started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What do you get?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. Trotty! And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Probably just want to put this one behind them. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
90 Wolf.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Ready, ready.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
They've
called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Chubb. Well, not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Russell. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
No.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that